Toastmaster and guest. How are you? Okay.
Great.
When I say how are you, please respond with fantastic. Yes, yes, yes. How about that? Okay.
Like
Okay.
Okay. Fellow Toastmaster and guest, how are you?
Yes,
Fantastic.
fantastic.
Yes, yes, yes.
Fantastic. Yes,
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 yes, and
fantastic.
yes.
Okay. Um, we are going to start the meeting. And first of all, I would like to share our housekeeping. Before the meeting, we encourage to check internet connection, camera, microphone, chart device, and adjust your device compared to your body height so that your face and your upper body can be seen clearly. Please keep in mind that we are in professional environment of Toastmaster international meeting. We want to present ourselves good, dress well, sit upright in a quiet place with a good lighting. Be punctual in is appreciated. If we have dinner prepared, we can eat it during break time. Please be informed that our break will be only 5 minutes. During the meeting rules, please mute or turn off your microphone unless you are speaking. Let minimize distraction and appreciate people who are speaking. To ensure smoothness of event, the host can mute participant. Please turn on your camera. We want to see smiles, right? And you are welcome to show gesture, thumb up or not for good and or yes, shake hand for no, show your palms for clapping, a palm on ear for I cannot hear you, please unmute yourself. Try to stand up and look at your camera when delivering speech. Remember to look for the timer. And during the meeting suggestion, call out the name of the person you are referring to before start talking. Switch Switching view between gallery and speakers is on the top right corner of your screen. Okay, everybody, are you ready for the meeting?
Fantastic. Yes, yes, yes.
So I I hand over to our club president, Toastmaster Batoro Aji.
Yep. Thank you, SAA John Manurung. And hello, everybody. Welcome to Magical Bali Toastmaster Club meeting. My name is Aji. And yeah, since everyone here is Toastmaster, so I don't really have to explain what is Toastmasters, right? So uh, let's just do a check. Is everybody's here for the meeting role? G and the team. Can you please help me check with your team? And our speakers, I see Amelia, and I see Gede, Dede,
I'm
Natalie.
missing, I'm missing my grammarian. Oh, no, my grammarian is
Grammarian
there.
is here.
Okay,
Yeah.
grammarian is there. My accountant is there. Emmy, timer is Tere, and then ballot counter is Anda. Yep,
Yep. So
everybody.
everybody's here. So we can carry on to
Um,
the
my evaluator not here yet.
your evaluator and Natalie's evaluator, I noticed. Okay. And I will help to call them. All right. Okay. So let's just carry on. The meeting for tonight's meeting is when love is real, it finds a way. So I will tell you guys a little bit of the background. Why did I choose about this? And I think, well, this is the 19th of February. Technically, this is still Valentine's week. So yeah, I thought, okay, this is Valentine. All right. I look up on some quotes on Valentine, and I found this quote: "When love is real, it finds a way." And I liked it, so I picked it because it's Valentine's and it is really good. And when I think about it, ah, it's true. It's not about romance. I think it applies to all kind of love. to our love towards our parents, our friends, or something that we're passionate about. Yeah, it's general. So that's about love. So tonight's meeting is about love, and the word of the day today is genuine, which is going to be explained a little bit later by our grammarian. And as we all know, we have 3 sessions for today, and the first one is prepared speech. The second one is table topics, and the next one is evaluation session. So yes, before we're continuing on the prepared speech, I would like to call on the GE team to introduce their roles. So GE, time and screen is yours.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. It's my pleasure to be your general evaluator today. And my job as a general evaluator is very simple: to look for shining moments and for growth opportunities. I will be helped by my team, starting with the grammarian, who is going to be Andri Permana. And the grammarian job is to, well, check your language and suggest improvements or make commendation when there are great phrases. And then we have our favorite accounter, somebody who loves her job, and this is Emi Ermia. She will be counting your ahs and ums and give us a very good report on how we do. Then we have a timer. Our timer all the way from Perth, Australia is Tere. Thank you, Tere, for joining us. And she will be, well, I've seen Tere doing her timer job. So great timing. It's going to be great timing from Tere. And then we also have our newest member, Anda, who is going to be our ballot counter today. So we'll see all of you later after the meeting. So I will return the screen to you, Toastmaster of the meeting, Bataro Aji.
All right, thank you, GE team. And let's just carry on to the first one, which is a prepared speech session. And our first speaker is, okay, it's supposed to be Amelia, but her evaluator apparently is not here yet. So let's move to the next, to the second speaker. So I would like to call the evaluator of the second speaker. And to Danny Surya, please, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Adi. So I will evaluate the day on project 1, level 1, project 2, evaluation and feedback. So this one, we have 3 sessions, this three parts. So this is the first part. I will give feedback. So the title is How Love Changed Our Life. Let's welcome Upik Apriyadi.
Sorry. A quote said that I love you. I don't want to lose you because my life has been better since the day I found you. What is love and where we can find a love? Love is an incredibly powerful word. When you are in love, you always want to be together. And when you are not, you are thinking about being together because you need that person, and without them, your life is incomplete. Love between two people afford them the strength, convictions, and the determination needed to overcome any endurance, impediments to their ability to be together because they can find a real love each other. Real love is unconditional love. That is the kind of love we all want. In real love, there is no disappointment, impatience, irritations, or anger. What if there is no love? It would be bored. A life without love is no life at all. If you don't have love in your heart to give, life is meaningless. Also, someone loving you does not give your life meaning. Love should be shared. It is not a selfish. How we can find our real love? Real love, wait. When you are hurried about love, it will fail. But when you pray for it and you wait for an answer, you will succeed. Every perfect love is from God. It is during God's perfect time that real love will prevail. Love requires patience. If someone is willing to wait for you and prove to you about his or her love and mentions or intentions, then it's real love. Love is not measured on how long you have been waiting. It is about the love of philosophers. I do not remember the time when I first realized that I love my wife, but I remember the moment when she walked toward to me and the rest of the world stopped. All can I see is her, and all I can hear is the beat of my heart. That time I knew I have found my love. The sound or her voice melt my heart like how the sun melts the chocolate with its rays. I truly love her. True love exists only to those people who are willing to commit to their foes. It is your love for each other that will get you through trials. Make your relationship well equipped with trust, love, and effort. You are blessed if you already found your one and true love. If not yet, do not worry. I'm sure it is on the way now. Maybe it gets stuck in traffic, or maybe it has lost its way. So go find your true love because true love will find its way. Thank you. Back to you, Tom. Thank you.
Well, love is not about how long. Nice. I think your speech is really, yeah, that's beautiful. And thank you so much for your speech and congratulations for finishing your second speech in the level 1 project. All right. So our next speaker, let's move on to the third speaker first. Yeah. And I would like to call the third evaluator, the evaluator for the speaker. And the evaluator is our member all the way from America, Eric Fick Johnson. Eric, please, the screen is yours.
Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. I am here to introduce Dedi Mahotama. We'll be presenting speech L1P3. The purpose of this speech is to learn and review the basic research methods and present a well-organized speech. Dedi is a fresh graduate, and he's currently working as volunteering at the NARC executive as a project division staff. Sorry, I just got that from him. So let's hear it from Dedi. And his speech title is number 98. Number 98, Dedi Mahotama.
Thank you, Eric. So, when you hear the title of my speech, what is the first thing that come up to your mind when you hear the title of my speech? Are you curious to know what the number 98 stands for? Well, if you guys know what the number 98 stands for, please unmute yourself right now, and I'll give you 5 to 6 seconds to answer.
We are 67, 9.
Okay, 4 more seconds.
Is it the gun on your bed? Something
Yes.
to do with that?
No,
The bolts?
yes, it is. But
Your
it's a
birthday.
model. Okay, all right. Thank you for your trying. But unfortunately, all of your answers are incorrect. The correct answer is the research octane number in the petrol or gasoline. Wait a minute, Aji, can I share the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, the host still disabled the participant screen sharing though. It's still disabled.
You can, Billy.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and friends, I am excited to explain to you what about the automobile fuel petrol available in Indonesia and what is octane number. And I am more than happy to clear your confusion about this. Okay, first of all, what is a petrol? According to Alexander Mikiu, 2020, petroleum, also known as crude oil, is a fluid mix of liquid and gaseous hydrocarbons and inorganic chemical elements. So the next question is, how the petroleum was formed? According to National Geographic, petroleum was formed from the remains of plants, algae, and plankton drifted in oceans and shallow seas millions of years ago. Hence, the petrol is a byproduct of a crude oil and is utilized to fuel our cars, motorcycles, buses, airplanes, and other products. With that being said, I would like to revert our focus into the classification of petrol based on their research octane number. So the octane numbers. I'm sure that some of you are confused what is octane number is and what is this random numbers that you found planted on the petrol pump. So do not be afraid, ladies and gentlemen, because I have an explanation here. Because according to the U.S. Department of Energy, octane rating is the measure of a fuel's ability to operate during combustion caused by the air or fuel mixture of detonating in the engine. We can simply say that the higher octane number, the higher the quality of the petrol and more efficient combustion of air and fuel inside the engine. Normally, high performance engines require higher octane fuel because they operate in a very heavy manner and they are prone to detonation. However, quality comes at a price, obviously. So as a result, there is a noticeable price differences between premium and lower octane rating fuel. With that being said, let us talk about the petrol companies in Indonesia. There are hundreds and thousands of petrol stations located in several cities and villages in Indonesia. From different countries that operating these petrol stations, such as Pertamina, Total, Shell, and Petronas. And with that being said, I like to again revert our focus to the octane number fuel that is manufactured by one and only Pertamina. Pertamina has manufactured 5 variants of fuel for many years. In the petrol group, they have manufactured 5 variants of fuels such as Pertamax Racing, Pertamax Turbo, Pertamax, Pertalite, and lastly, Premium. Pertamax Racing, or as I like to call it, the God tier of petrol, because it has a minimum octane, because it has a whopping minimum octane number of 100, and it's specifically designated for racing vehicles as well as other vehicles with a higher engine compression up to 13 to 1. And the second one is Pertamax Turbo. Pertamax Turbo is slightly lower than Pertamax Racing because it has a minimum octane number of 98, and it first launched in Belgium as an official fuel for the Lamborghini Super Trofeo racing team on 29th of July 2016. Next, the third one is Pertamax, or as I like to call it, the mid-tier of petrol. And because it has a minimum octane number of 92, and it's recommended on vehicles with an engine compression from 10 to 1 until 11 to 1. And it can be used on vehicles that employ electronic fuel injection technology. This type of engine can be found in numerous car manufacturers like Honda's iVTEC engine, Toyota's dual VVT ICE engine, Mazda's SkyActiv engine, and many more. The fourth one is Pertalite. Pertalite is a recently released petrol fuel by Pertamina on the year of 2016, and it has a minimum octane number of 90, greenish in color, and it's recommended on vehicles with an engine compression from 9 to 1 to 10 to 1. And lastly, let us talk about Premium. The Premium is the Premium is the lowest grade petrol fuel with a minimum octane number of 88, and used by a vehicle with an engine compression lower than 9 to 1, such as big cars or lorries. Right, that's all about my research and planning. Thank you very much, and hopefully I can clear your confusion. And if I can give you one advice, is that repairing your cars is harder and more expensive than repairing your relationship. So therefore, please repair your vehicles, and the better the fuel, the happier your vehicle will be. Thank you, and starting your engine onward to your success. Back to you. Oh, I hope I don't.
All right. A very comprehensive presentation about petrol. And there's a question when you ask what is petrol, and I think that is very good with the explanation. But what I had in mind was, okay, what is petrol? It's something that runs the world. It's business. That's what I had in mind. Thank you for your speech, Dede. And now let's just move on to the next speaker. And the next speaker is going to be Amelia Dewi. And I would like to call the evaluator for Amelia Dewi. And the evaluator is Bafesh Ketpal. Hi, B. So the screen is yours.
Hello, everybody. And today I will be evaluating Amelia Devi. Most of you probably know Amelia Devi is a long-time member of Magical Bali Toastmasters Club. She is a pharmacist. And so any of you want to have questions about chemistry in general, like Dede was talking about hydrocarbons right now. So what are hydrocarbons, etc.? You can please go down to Amelia and ask her anything. Today, she's going to be giving her level 5 HPL project first speech. So of course, we all know that the HPL project, that is the High Performance Leadership Project, is probably one of the most landmark projects that we all do in order to complete our paths. So she is at the first speech of her HPL project, and her speech title is Report. So let me please invite Amelia Devi for her speech today, Report.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster and guests, could you hear my voice clearly? Okay. Well, I believe us as a human, if we want to reach higher level, we need to challenge ourselves more. Life gives us challenge to make us stronger. So that's what will I do in this new year. I will challenge myself. So after conducting the club contest, I would like to try the higher contest level. So in this next project, I will become the contest chair, but for the area level. And at this speech, I would like to give my report about progress preparing the area speech. So as like before, in the club contest, this area contest also will be conducted online. And there will be 3 aspects that are very important, which is judges, participant, and also the role taker. The judges and the role taker are already decided. Maybe we need 1 or 2 person again for the role taker, but it's almost finished. And I just hope that everyone could prepare and no one will retreat before the D-Day. So the one who already decide will not retreat before it. So I will not make any fuse again near the D-Day. And for the contestant, actually there's still a few clubs in this area that not giving the fixed name of the participants, so we still need to wait. And another announcement, there is also a chance that slightly change, which is because the area growing bigger, we have 2 new clubs. So it is possible that one club could only send 1 participant, but it's still not decided yet. However, if it's decided, everyone needs to accept it. It's still on discussion. But if we already have the decision, we will inform each president of the club later. And the contest will be held on March 7. 1 or 2 weeks before the contest, there will be briefing for judge, role taker, and also contestants separately. And because we do the contest online, we need to rehearse and prepare everything to avoid any protests because of the technical problem. And the recording will always be on, so we could assess firsthand if there is someone who protesting about the decision. So the contest will have the same concept with the club contest. And when the contest held like before, the table topic and evaluation, all the participants will be moved to the breakout room and all the participants will stay in there during the table topic and evaluation until their name call, and they will move back to the main room accordingly to their order. Well, I know that the participants from our club may be already familiar with this, but the other club in our area, there are clubs that doing the contest offline and also the other club that not conduct the club contest online. So we need to do briefing for them so they could know clearly about this online thing. And the contest sequence will be evaluation, table topic, and international speech. We will have dry run and briefing for contestant, judges, and roles takers 1 week before, and the date will be announced later, as usual. We also will spread the news on social media 1 week before the contest. So for those who don't want to miss the Area G3 contest, don't forget to register. And that's a glimpse report that I already did for the area contest. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster and guests, being the contest chair and doing the HPL project as the same again, makes me learn a lot. I learned how to manage and also how to organizing the event. Besides that, I also learned how to lead the people. Well, actually, I am myself not really the leader type that like to stay in front of the people. But this project really teach me how to lead and organize an event. And in the event, people and also the event itself is really important. I know it's hard and it's really, really out my comfort zone, but sometimes we need to challenge ourselves to meet the greatest potential inside. Ladies and gentlemen, what will you do to challenge yourself more? Back to Tom.
Okay. Wow. Thank you, Amel. What will you do to challenge yourself? Is this the redo of your HPL? Whoa! I want to give you applause for that. Wow. I think your love for learning and your love for improving has found a way. So yeah, again, congratulations and good luck for your HPL, redo HPL, Amel. All right, everybody. So let's move on to our last speaker for tonight. And our last speaker for tonight is Distinguished Toastmaster Natalie Cahyadi. And for that, I would like to call the evaluator for her, which is going to be Rina Liukardi. Distinguished Toastmaster Rina Liukardi. So to Rina Liukardi, the screen is
Lukiandari.
yours. Liukandari. Okay, sorry.
Okay, thank you. On this level 4 project 2 speech, the purpose is for the member to practice the skills needed to motivate team members through the completion of a project. Also, for the members to share some aspect of his experience motivating team members through the completion of a project. So on this project, the member will spend time developing a project, building a team, and working with that team to bring the project to fruition. And this speech, member will deliver a high quality and engaging speech that addresses her experience using motivational techniques while leading a team. The speech may be humorous, informational, or any type of member chooses. The speech should not be a report on the content on the Motivate Others project. Ladies and gentlemen, Natalie Cahyadi, Fire Within, Natalie Cahyadi.
October 24, 2020. 17 teenagers battle it out in the very first online speech competition held by Gavel, Surabaya. The contestants came from 3 different clubs: Empire Gavel Surabaya, Fortuna Gavel Kupang, and also Regent School Bali. Even though the contest was done online, through the Zoom and through the wire, I could feel and I could see the fire burning in their eyes. I want to win this. I want to get that trophy. I want to be the best. It was a tough battle right from the beginning until the end, but finally the winner was crowned. Now, the story normally ends here because the winner has been proclaimed. But ladies and gentlemen, have you ever thought what happened behind the scene? To create a successful contest literally take an army. Now let's look back, rewind back to 3 weeks prior the contest date. Pa Arlan and Ben contacted me through WhatsApp and they asked me, Natalie, can you help us organizing this very first online speech contest? And I said, it's my first time also. I am not sure what I can do. No, I know you will do great. Okay. The only motivation I had was to help my friend and to make this happen because this is the very first online speech contest for them. So with 3 weeks on our hands, we literally put our gear into action and recruited team members. We had Danny as Zoom Master, we had Burona as MC, and we had Dini as our SAA. Our team was small, but that was the army that we need. Now we recruited people that I personally have known and have worked with before because our time is short. So to cut off all of this introduction, relationship building, trust phase in working in a team, that's why we choose people that we have worked with before because we know their strength, we know their communication preference, and we know what they can bring to the table. Now, as an event organizer, I mainly did three things. First, I set clear role responsibilities and also due dates for each of team member. Right from the beginning, I split it out. What needs to be achieved, who needs to achieve that, and when. I put everything in a Google Docs so everyone can see and everyone literally is on the same page. This helped avoid confusion and also clarify the transparency within the team. A second thing that I did was to communicate openly with respect and positivity. I believe in positive communication, in using positive languages when we're communicating, because the purpose of communicating in a team is to encourage, to clarify, and to make sure that we are all getting together to achieve the same goal. So when we communicate, we really open for questions, and we actually encourage questions and ideas. We encourage everyone's contribution. For example, when we're trying to fix the rundown and we had some issues with contestant order, we open it up to the group, and then people contributed idea, and we settle down with the majority decision. Some people suggested random drawing, some people suggested alternating, some people suggested just follow alphabetic order, but at the end of the day, we follow the majority decision, everything communicated clearly and openly, nobody got offended. The third thing that I did was verbal appreciation and feedback. I also believe in showing genuine appreciation can go a long way. A simple thank you, a simple great job, Ben, great job, Rona, can go a long way in carrying the team towards the project completion. I also encourage people to give feedback to any kind of milestones, and even after the event finished, I send each of my team member a 360 evaluation form so I can also learn from this experience. Now, after finishing this event and after having this experience leading the team with those amazing team members, I realized several things about motivation. Stephen Covey said that motivation is like a fire from within. If someone tried to lit that fire under you, the light will be burned very briefly. Everyone in the team has different motivation. As a team leader, my job is to try to observe and understand each person's motivation and how I can motivate them effectively. I realized the common thread that all of us in the team had was that we are all motivated internally or intrinsically based on two things: affiliation, because we want to be part of something greater than ourselves, and second, for achievement. Bu Rona wants to complete her Pathways project, level 4. Dini wants to complete her Pathways project, level 3. I wanted to complete this project, but I also wanted to do other, because I wanted to help Pa Arlan and Ben. Ben wants to open a Gavel Club. Pa Arlan wants to provide a platform for his students. So everyone is motivated differently, but that same common thread was the fire within is what fueled this project until completion. As a Toastmasters, we are all have our own motivation. That motivation become our fire within to help us achieve any kind of goals that we want to achieve, not just in Toastmasters, but also in your workplace, in your relationship, and probably your personal well-being. Remember to always lit that fire within you and let it spark brighter, because you will be surprised at how bright it can spark and how long it can take you. Back to you.
Well done, Natalie. A fire within. your experience of leading a team. It kind of like reminds me with my last speech or my HPL. Indeed, the motivation is the hardest part. But I also agree to you that a simple, genuine appreciation towards a team member would do a great effect on the team. So yeah, again, well done, Natalie, for your speech. And then that is it, everybody, for the prepared speech session. Now, I would like to call the timer to report the time. Hello, timer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Ajit. I would like to report the speaker's timing for tonight. Gede Upi and Dede Mahotama are not eligible because Gede Upi less than 5 minutes and Dede Mahotama overtime. So only Amelia and Natalie are eligible. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, timer, for your report. All right, so let's just move on to the meat of the meeting, which is table topic session. And for this session, we have someone who is going to lead the session. And for that, I would like to call our table topic master, Melita Oktanawati.
Yay! Thank you, our Toastmasters of the meeting. I would like to say thank you, sir, Toastmasters of the meeting. And now we are gonna have fun in the very, like Aji said, the meat of the meeting, table topic sessions. So I already prepared quotes or questions to all of you. Before I start these sessions, I would like to say something, maybe a little bit some tips. So if this is your first time, or maybe you were a Toastmasters, this kind of impromptu speech, you can ask if my questions or quote is not clear enough, and then pause a bit, like for 5 to 10 seconds before answers the topics. And also you can share your personal experience and you can disagree or agree with the topics that I would give to you. And this is also important. Please put your screen on our timer, Teresia, because you only have 1 to 2 minutes with extra 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. All right. You see our beautiful timer there, and I can see all of you are ready. And then I already have some names. First of all, I would like to call John Niratka. I hope I pronounce your name correct.
Yep.
All right, cool. So tonight we're talking about love. I have 2 options for you. Which one do you would like to choose? Bittersweet love or sweet love?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat those, please?
Yeah. So there are 2 options. Bittersweet love or sweet love. Which one do you would like to choose? Bittersweet or sweet love?
I'll choose bittersweet love.
All right. Perfect. Okay. And this is
Item table topics. Is there more to it or
Yeah.
just talking?
Now here's the real quotes for you about bittersweet love. I'm gonna put in the chat box as well. Loneliness and the feeling of being unwanted is the most terrible. Loneliness and the feeling of being unwanted is the most terrible. John, screen is yours.
Thank you, Madam Table Topics Master and fellow Toastmasters. Loneliness and the feeling of being unwanted is the most terrible. How true is that? Think about the human condition where everybody needs to feel as part of a group or as part of a society. Think of that movie with Tom Hanks where he got stranded on a desert island and he was basically going crazy after a while, to the point where he befriended a volleyball. The loneliness got to him, and through the course of the movie, this volleyball became more than just a volleyball. It became his friend. It became another person that he could talk to and relate to as he went through his life stuck on the island. When he finally did get a chance to get off the island and the ball got washed off the raft, how upset he was, because the love he had for his friend was now shattered. So bittersweet love is tough, and loneliness is something that we should try to avoid as much as possible, because without having other people in our lives are not complete. Back to you, Madam Table Topics Master.
Thank you so much for sharing your story. And I do agree with you that we tend to avoid bittersweet and loneliness, but in this world, we have to embrace it. Thank you so much, John. Now, we're heading to our second table topic speaker. I'm going to call Andri Permana.
Hello, Lita.
Yes, Andri. Okay, bittersweet or sweet love?
Bittersweet.
Bittersweet. Okay. Here you go. No matter how badly your heart is broken, the world does not stop for your grief. No matter how badly your heart is broken, the world does not stop for your grief. Andri Permana.
No matter how badly your heart is broken, the world doesn't stop for your grief. Well, I guess I will say this about moving on. Well, I've ever felt the same thing. My heart was completely torn apart, like torn into pieces, but it's a past. And well, at that time, I realized that if I remain the same, becoming pieces, like every part of my body was torn into pieces, if I remain the same, I couldn't walk anymore. I couldn't grab whatever I wanted in my life, only because of this stupid problem, I should say. Well, it took quite long time, and it took a lot of courage to run my world again. My world did stop for a while, but I didn't let myself stuck at that moment for a long time, because I know, well, world still rotates, and we still have morning, evening, afternoon, evening. We still have tomorrow, 2 days from now. So time is still moving. So at that time, I thought I needed to move also with the time. So yeah, I encouraged myself to again fix all the pieces into one and move again. So it will never, I mean, I will never stop my world only for grief. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Andrew, for sharing your story. So, courage to run again. Wow. And I would like to support you. So, if you need support, just text me. We will run together, Andrew. Okay, thank you. Right. Now I'm going to call our guest, Joss. How are you?
Hi.
Hi. Okay. So, bittersweet or sweet love?
Sweet love. Let's try that.
Okay, cool. Right. Sweet love for Joss. Grow old with me. The best is yet to come. Grow old with me. The best is yet to come. Just.
Hope is the underlying theme in this quotation. Grow old with me. The best is yet to come. Table Topics Master, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. As a person, I remember when I was a child, I would always think of the negative consequence or of what's going to happen. In short, I didn't have hope. I would tell my friends, my family that what's the point of giving your best when you know for a fact that what's going to happen is just the worst. That kind of mentality or thinking really put me down, and it was difficult. But then I realized that all we have actually is hope. When there is hope, that's the start of everything. It will flourish from there. It will grow from there. When you have hope, everything else will follow. In this pandemic that we are having right now, the best thing that we can do is to hope for the best. Hope that someday, somehow, things will go back to normal. The best is yet to come. As the days or months pass by, that's all we can have, hope. Because when you don't have hope, then what's the point of life, right? So my message for you, perhaps you're losing hope right now because of what's happening. I think it's important to listen to ourselves, to look within us, and to be inspired by life. And that starts from having hope. Over to you.
Wow, wow, wow. Right. So I'm going to give you a big applause. Thank you so much, Joss, for sharing that. That's so thoughtful. So if I can relate the three of you, starting from John to you, so there is a verse of loneliness, and then courage, and then it ends with hope. So everyone, let's start to hope again. Right. Thank you so much. Okay. Now I'm gonna ask our Tom. Do we still have time?
Yes, I think since we are so early from the agenda, so we can have about two more speakers.
Okay, two more. Right. So, okay, everyone, here's your chance to show your hope. Who wants to be or who wants to volunteer him or herself to be the next table topic speakers? Come on, I see Andita Triwayuni. Not sure if she's gonna try. Would you like to try one?
Maybe next time, Melita, because I still try to catch some English.
All right, no worries. Okay, Andita
Thank
just
you.
passed. Okay, everyone, maybe I'm gonna Emmy. Yeah, I can see you want to
I take
try.
it. I take it. I take it.
Sure, sure. Okay, I only have one left for bittersweet, but I still have plenty of sweet love. Which one do you want?
Bittersweet, please.
Bittersweet. Okay. All right. Last bittersweet quote for Emmy. Love is like heaven, but it can hurt like hell. Love is like heaven, but it can hurt like hell. Emmy.
Oh, Melita. Okay, my friend, you know what? I feel my life will be end very soon when I fall in love with the men who are much younger than me. It's like a world becoming beautiful at the beginning. We share everything together. We feel bad, we feel good, we have a dream, and also we have a plan. But in the end, so we cannot make it. Yeah, and you know how it's feel. Its word is like end very soon. What happened next? I broke that bed so badly. I can't control myself, but as we know that we have to fight with this life, I studied everything from the beginning since I plan to have a suicide. It's a very bad ending at that time, but when I remember life is so beautiful, I start everything again and again, even it's very hard for me. Now I survive with all that hurt, with all that scratch, and I believe that life is so beautiful to be grateful to come and to wake up again. So please, love is still beautiful even it hurt. But when you believe that you can do much better in the future, just please wake up and then go for the dream. Thank you. Melita,
Thank you
back to
so
you.
much. Yes, thank you so much, Bu Emmy, for sharing that. And I know your life will be wonderful and you'll still be loved by all of us here. Okay, Bu
Thank
Emmy,
you.
keep on spirit.
Thank
Oh,
you.
by the way, age is just a number, so don't worry.
Thank you. You know that. Thank you.
All right. Okay. I'm going to call our last speaker for this evening meeting. Seni Chairani. Seni, ready or not, you have to be ready. All right, Seni?
Okay.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right.
And you don't, yeah. Sorry, you don't have any options. There's only sweet love for you.
I
Okay?
cannot run away.
Yes, you cannot run away, but you still have a hope. Right. Here's a quote for you. Love me and the whole world is mine. Love me and the whole world is mine. Seni, screen is yours.
Love me, say that you love me. Well, everybody was born to be loved, including me. Love me and the world is mine. Well, the first thing of my existence in this world is I love myself. From my parents' love, I grown up, I was well taken care by my parents. And then after I grow up as teenager, I try to learn myself. And then I went into the first university, and then I learned how to how to treat myself well and accept myself as the way I am. Then from that, I can choose. I want to love myself. I want to accept myself or not. I find my own identity. Because if I don't love myself, I don't feel belong to this world. And where do I have to go? So I choose to clean myself in a church that time. And I try to accept myself, and I am deserved for who I am today. And I feel I am full, and this world is belong to me. Yep, that's all from me. Thanks, Topic Master.
Thank you so much, Shani. Yes, self-love is important because we are matter. Right, thank you so much for all 5 speakers. If I can make a conclusion from all of your speech, from all of 5 speakers, it will be like this. It takes courage to embrace loneliness, and there is still hope to catch beautiful life. By the way, don't forget to love yourself. Table topic masters will be giving back to our our Toastmasters of the meeting.
All right, thank you, Toastmasters, table topic master of tonight's meeting. It was wonderful to hear all the organic thoughts of your speech, and that's wow, that's wonderful. And that would be it. And before I continue to the next session, I would like to call the timer to report the time.
Thank you, Ajit. All speakers are eligible. Thank you.
Okay, so all speakers are eligible. That's nice. Okay, later on we will have a ballot to cast, and make sure you vote the favorite speakers of yours. All right, so now we will have a break for 5 minutes, but before that, we would like to take picture, so a group picture. Okay, so can somebody help me with that? And I would like to invite everybody to activate.
I can do
the
that,
video.
Ajit.
Okay, thank you, Seni. So the cue will be on Seni. Please do.
Yo, everybody. I would like to introduce myself. I'm the PPR. Sorry for joining late. I just back from office. Okay, now it's time for the picture show. Okay, we have how many participants? Oh yeah, we have 20 participants and we have one page. Okay, everybody, give your love pose. Okay, so we're gonna have 2 poses. First one is love pose. Prepare. Hold on. Wait, hold on. I haven't counted. Patient. Where's our group? Patient. All right. Okay, I will count on 3, 2, 1. Okay, hold on. One more. It's a fun pose. Everybody, fun pose. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm done. Thank you, Adi. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Seni. And now we shall have a break for 5 minutes, and we will come back at 8:05.